now listening to the Jca Sports Podcast on Spotify and Anchor. To the Jca Sports.
What it do, baby? Welcome again to another exciting episode of the Jca Sports Podcast, brought to you by Anchor. Alongside Jonathan Palayo, my name's Jose Contreras. What's going on, guys? Johnny, what's going on, man?
What it do, my boy? How you feeling?
Pretty good. Another exciting episode as our partner in crime, Eric Avila, joins us.
Hey,
Lovely home.
there you go. What's up, Toxico?
Hi, friends.
Very Bears out today, man.
Huh?
Very Chicago Bears out. I see you.
Oh,
With
yeah,
the sweater,
for sure,
too,
100%.
man.
I have to.
He's making me sweat in that hoodie.
For real, he looks very toasty right now. But thank you guys for watching once again to the Jca Sports Podcast. We have a great episode. We're gonna get into some baseball, and get into some basketball, then of course the NFL. Where we are previewing the AFC North today. And guys, Thor: Love and Thunder also came out last week, so we'll get into some of that towards the end of the show. But let's get right into it. And why not talk about what's going on tonight with the home run derby? John, nobody knows baseball as much as you do. You see this. Does this excite you?
You know what? Looking at this at first glance, I really wish there was more American League representation going on here. I get it. I mean, look at the list, bro. Look at the list. It's a bunch of stacked hitters. Many people don't know Ramirez. They're about to find out today. Hopefully, it doesn't disappoint. Of course, Pete Alonso. The Albert Pujols one, I understand it. I respect it, but it is fan service. I don't think the machine is going to put up a show against Schwarber. I get it, but personally, I like it. Like when David Ortiz retired, old guys like that. Prince Fielder unfortunately retired due to health, but he was dominant in home run derby. So I do like that the MLB did this, giving Pujols his respect. Because let's be honest, that dude in his prime was on a tear. I'm excited to see Juan Soto, Corey Seager, Acuna. He's healthy. Great to see him participating. But yeah, I'm not gonna give my pick yet. But just looking at this, first glance, like I said, I do wish there was more American League representation. But I like this lineup. This lineup. Besides, probably, I mean, like I said, although I respect it, I think the weakest one in here is Albert Pujols, just because of his age and where he's at, performance-wise in his career. But I respect giving it to him. Give him the nod to play.
Participate. Oh yeah, 100%. No, I don't blame you one bit. It is fan service. He is retiring this year, so I 100% get it. Guys, link is on the comments. If you guys want to join us, talk about whether it's the home run derby, we'll get into the NBA Summer League and even the AFC North, or just Marvel in general. When we talk about that at the end of the show, you guys want to hop on and talk to us. The link is on the bio, in the comments. Make sure to click it, allow access to your camera and microphone, and you can hop on and talk to us. Or you don't have to allow access to your camera. You could just be there, just a voice, but we'll be here talking to you nonetheless. Eric, home run derby, man. You excited for tonight or what?
To be honest, when was the last time we actually were excited about a home run derby?
I enjoy watching.
A lot of us do get excited. You might not, but a lot of us are excited. A lot of people enjoy the home run derby more than they do the All-Star game.
I mean, I think that's the only reason why. To be personally, honestly, to me, I always said that the baseball All-Star week or All-Star festivities is probably the best one out of all the four major sports here in the United States, and I will go down swinging because
That's true.
it's the perfect way of how to presentate your starters or your star players. Um, and the celebrity softball game is probably better than the NBA celebrity All Star game. I'll put that hands down. Everybody's too uncoordinated for that. It's easy. Softball is just fun. Plus people that are in there. But yeah, like I said, to me, this is fun. This is fun to see. But I mean, after they took out the steroids, man, it hasn't really been that fun. It's all good. I'll enjoy it. I'll watch it. Am I excited for it? No, but I like what they have done throughout the years, especially this how the whole setup is one through eight, and the induction of pool holes is pretty dope. So excited? No. Intrigued to watch? Yeah. I'll just probably watch it just like any general home run derby.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. Like, it's a very, I love the home run derby. This just like 3-point contest and what the NBA dunk contest used to be, it does it for me. It's literally the highlight of the All Star breaks. I think those contests, when it comes to, I guess, All Star games, right? I love the home run derby.
Right.
It's fun. It really is fun. I have no issue with the contestants this year. I get why you put Albert Pujols. This is last year. Why not? He made a career hitting home runs. But yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I really am. If you guys had to pick who would win, who do you think would win? Go ahead, John.
Eric. No, let me go back. Go ahead, Eric.
Go ahead.
My heart is telling me Kyle Schwarber. My money, I kind of want to lean a little bit towards Alonso, to be honest with you.
Again, for the 3-peat?
Yeah, I honestly believe so. That first round matchup against Acuna Jr. I think whoever comes out of that one will come out the winner. But I think Pete has it. I think he knows what to do in this time slotted home run derby. He's done it before. I think he can do it again, and then he'll be the first player to 3-peat. And this will probably be his last one, to be honest with you. But my heart goes to Schwarber. I think Schwarber will probably do it, and especially how the Dodger Stadium favors a lot of left-handed hitters. He has a shot there.
Yeah. Jose, who's your pick?
I want to pick Schwarber too. Oh, but I'm biased. You know what I mean?
Y'all so biased, man. The cap is unreal.
I don't. I think if I had to put my money on it, it'd be Acuna Jr. But I mean, I want to pick Schwarber.
The cap, man. Y'all capping.
Home run derby tonight, guys. Make sure.
I said Pete Alonso. What do you mean I'm capping? I mean, right. I just said. I mean, yes, I'm biased.
No, but
my heart says Kyle Schwarber.
You're rooting for Schwarber regardless, though.
Yeah, but my money. I said my money. If my money was on the line, I put Pete.
But your money's not on the line. You didn't bet. I know you didn't bet.
Exactly. That's what I said. If my money was on it, I'll still put Pete. And if I pick Pete, I'm right.
I'm riding with Juan Soto.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
He rakes. He's been in here before. I think this is his time to go ahead and finally win it. Every time he's performed, he's put on a show. Pete Alonso's just put on a better show. But if anyone's going to dethrone him, I think Soto. A sleeper pick is Rodriguez. I think Rodriguez is boom or bust. He's either gonna go off or he's gonna crap the bed.
That's a good one. Would you guys?
Every year we get that one person that don't hit one or just hits one.
Every year you have Soto and Rodriguez in the final?
I feel like that's Seager. I feel like that's gonna be Seager.
No, I got Soto and Alonso in the final.
Soto and Alonso. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hey, would you? How much of a shot would you give Albert Pujols in this one?
I'd give him like a 2% shot.
2% milk? Nice.
2%.
What if he wins, man? That'd be a great way to go, huh?
You know what? What's the money line for Pujols to win? That'd be crazy.
I'm going to look it up right now for you guys.
If he wins, Pujols is plus 2,200.
Run it. Put me $1.
I'm good.
Oh, come on. Put me $1. I'll put $1.
But no, realistically, I I do like that Seager's there. He does representation. Pujols though, I don't even see him getting past the first round. I give Pujols probably 4 home runs? Or over under 4? What y'all think?
If I put $5 right now on Albert Pujols to win, $5 gives me $115.
You got $5 to waste?
Alex Ramirez in the comments says Ramirez all day. I wonder if
You don't even know who that is, but appreciate my boy watching this. He said the same last name. Run it, bet it.
Exactly. We have Matthew.
What up, Matt?
What up, Matt?
Guys, loyal viewer. Matt, what's going on, man? Thank you for watching. Yeah. So home run derby is going on right now, guys. Make sure to be back and forth. We could definitely talk about what's going on here and there. But let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Before we move on, John. Now that we're actually in the an All-Star break, do you see your White Sox turning it around now that they're 500?
Absolutely, bro. Did you just see the performance they put up against the Twins in the series? Absolutely, bro. In the last 5 games against the Twins, they scored 41 runs. Look, whatever all that shit Ozzy said, it worked. It worked, man. Keep it coming. Exactly, bro. They got momentum. It sucks because the momentum hits right during the break, but it's going to carry over. It's going to carry over. I think this will spark the team, the GMs to make a move. We need another arm in the rotation, and we need some depth, man. Josh Harrison, he's hit a couple homers this last week, but he's not the offensive second baseman we need. We still need another outfielder. But man, the team's catching fire at the right time. I like it. I love it. Because let's be honest. I know I'm gonna touch base on this Wednesday, as far as baseball in general rankings. But I do see the wild card is going to be taken by the teams in the AL East. Yankees are taking the division, but everybody else in the AL got no shot at the wild card. Looking at the records over there, So the White Sox, the only way to make the playoffs, they have to take over the division. But they just put up a good performance against the Twins. This is how they're supposed to play the Twins. Yeah.
100%.
And if you can beat the Twins, there's no reason you don't beat the Indians, the Tigers, and the Royals.
Guardians.
The Guardians. Sorry. I forgot. They led by Star-Lord over there.
Eric,
Mr. Lord.
On sentiment, do you think that the White Sox have the momentum to turn it around, or do you think it's just false hope here?
I think it's false hope. I mean, there's been plenty of times this season where they played a good series and then they're like, okay, this is the time they turn it around, and then they showed up in duds in a couple series afterwards. They're getting healthy, so we're probably going to see for the very first time in a very long time a healthy White Sox lineup heading into it. Like John said that they caught fire at the wrong time, right before the All-Star break. I do believe that's hopefully this had to happen 2-3 weeks prior, heading to the All-Star break, right? And it's a very untrustworthy team, to be honest with you. They pull out series. They were like, okay, this is the moment. This is going to be the time, and yet nothing but duds afterwards. They'll lose like a very stupid game where they beat themselves. They'll lose a series here and then catch fire there. Like this is the perfect scenario of a consistent inconsistency team. And can the White Sox put it together? Sure. The division is up for grabs. The division is not that strong. It's just the Twins and everybody else, pretty much at this point. Can they put themselves up there? And that's the only way that the Sox can make the playoffs. The one question is, can they put a consistent run? And that's where I don't believe in the Sox in just yet. Do they have the talent? Yes. Do they have the pitching? So and so, right? But they have the players in the squad to do it. But can they do it? That's the $100 million question right there. Can they do it? Because in spurts they can, but can they do it consistently? And that's something that we haven't seen from the White Sox so far this first half of the season.
Speaking of White Sox pitching, Dylan Cease was robbed of the All-Star.
I do believe.
Yeah.
That's
wrong
dirty.
person that's representing
dirty.
The White Sox have the wrong person representing them in the All-Star break this year.
Nah, you gotta, just because of Tim Anderson does. Honestly, Tim Anderson, you can argue is the face of the White Sox right now. And before he got injured, he was ranking top in shortstops in the American League. I personally thought that his injury was gonna, make him miss the All Star vote. But prior to his injury, he was leading, shortstops in the American League, so he deserved it. I just felt like Cease was an obvious choice, and I don't understand why he didn't do it. But I guess probably because we're in third place, they don't want to put some respect on his name. But that's all right, man, because I definitely feel like something like that. Literally, literally what the comment says: Cease not being selected for the All Star is gonna just make him go harder the rest of the year. And I called this last year. Y'all know this. Cease is a future ace, and he's proven it this year.
Yeah, that's
I mean, he is
in the comment.
again, but what was it like a start or two ago? You see that inconsistency in Dylan Cease that you probably saw it again back in July, back in June, back in May. Dylan Cease will have that hiccup game. Is he the true ace? Yeah, he could fix on his mechanics. I think that's something that he really needs to work on. To become that future ace and probably the future ace of baseball, not just only the Chicago White Sox, but that starter that everybody looks forward to for the Chicago White Sox. Again, it's everybody, John. It's not just a player too. I think it's everybody. This White Sox team has to come out, running, straight out the gate the moment the second half season starts. Because the moment they have that hiccup or they play the same way that they've been playing this first half of the season, man, that you might as well say goodbye to the playoffs, because the month of August it's the easiest schedule they can get, and they cannot go 500, and they have to beat these teams.
Good points all around. Well, there's no way to find out until the games start. I'm more in agreement with John. I think the White Sox have found their stride. They just gotta get it going. And remember, they're gonna get players back healthy. So as soon as they come in and get their legs up right from under them, it's only a positive going forward. At the same time, we got to see if they're able to compete with the higher upper echelon teams, and they don't go struggling like they did last season. But time will tell. Let's move on. Let me add this back up.
Lagging there, buddy.
Yeah, it was
That's
lagging.
all good.
Technical difficulty. All right, guys. NBA Summer League in the books.
There it goes.
The Portland Trailblazers have won, and they even got some fancy rings. How do you guys feel about that? That they're giving championship rings to Summer League now?
Okay.
You know
Exactly
what,
how I
man?
feel. Like, why? I mean,
Why?
okay.
Yeah. This is the highlight of some of those guys' careers.
For real, for most of them, yeah, because some of them they're probably not even see NBA game time. Some of them are going to go straight to the G League. It just okay. It's a little weird. It is a little weird. I don't like it. It's like the Community Shield in the English Premier League. It's like having these tournaments during the off season to win something just to play against the best of the best. Like I'm not a fan of it. It's preseason. To call it what it is.
It's not even preseason. It's like below preseason. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying. Like it's a great competition for the younger guys, for the rookies that come out of college. It's basically just pickup games for them. And then for guys who play in the G Leagues, who are trying to make the G Leagues, this is great for them. You know what I mean? And we've seen players come from the G Leagues who make impact as NBA players. We have one on our team in Alex Caruso. So we know how much that developmental league can, I guess, help teams and actual NBA teams today. So I mean, I think there's something here for sure. But the Bulls won the championship a couple years back. And what do we got to show for it? To be honest,
Yeah, they were the kings of they were the kings of the of the summer league and the preseason too as well. So I mean, that's something, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Uncle Dede in the Bix Creation comment section says, "Yeah, I don't know about rings, trophies, yes, but rings are a bit of a stretch."
A stretch. That's more than a stretch, man. That's like a whole yoga position and just
Nah,
that's
bro.
all it is.
The rings are seriously wasting money. Just put it like that. Just put it like
Damian Lillard
that.
didn't even know they won.
I think he
Exactly,
posted on
bro.
his Instagram that he's the Trailblazers. We won the summer league. All right, cool.
Right.
And he's
That's
still
his
gonna want out.
reaction. I say
Listen,
you donate that money from the rings and put it into the WNBA. But that's just me.
Wow. That's true.
look, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only time I've watched the summer league was when we drafted Derrick Rose and he played in there. The summer league is just not interesting. You know,
No.
it's like for what? It's. I mean, no, I get it's important. It's important for the players trying to make the big. You know, rookies coming in. I get it's important, but like to have it on ESPN, have a championship, rings and all, like for what, bro? Like you said, have these people we're not even gonna get playing time. They're not gonna start. You know, I mean, I get it for them why they play it, but I mean, it's just the NBA is just trying to milk it, man. It ain't working, you know. Like you said, the Bulls won a couple years ago. What we got to show for it is it's not interesting, you know. Here's a perfect way to summarize it. All this is going on with the summer league, but every morning ESPN is still talking about hypothetical trades for Durant, Mitchell, Kyrie. They don't care.
Right.
So
Exactly.
nor should the rest. Literally, they'll waste 2 hours talking about Kyrie and LeBron's relationship, and literally, you know, summer league's going on.
Right.
It just shows to show, like, I
was
mean, you know, respect to those who play in it. Y'all grinding for yours, but you know, as like fans, it's like, you know, do we really care? You know,
Well, here's the thing. I was a bit intrigued, right? Only because we've had rookies. We have Dalen Terry. Well, I wanted to see what he can do. I haven't really seen much of him in the college, so I just wanted to see something, right? And then we have Simonovic, who we drafted 2 years ago, who there's some hype behind. You know what I mean? I want to see what kind of what kind of level of competition he can bring. Although I know it's against G League type players, but there's also some NBA players that they're going to be facing as well. So just like certain matchups, I want to see what these guys can do, right? And I think that's a good segue into our next topic, right? Because I want to talk about these guys.
wait, time out real quick. Y'all watching the derby in the background?
No.
Rodriguez has 14 home runs in the first round.
Nice.
He's going off. Jesus Christ. He just called a timeout. Corey Seager has yet to bat, but he's going off.
Nice. That's your home run derby update by the Jca Sports Podcast here on
All right.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
All right, next topic I have for you guys, which is Marco Simonovic, who end up being the all summer league second team. We seen some great flashes from this guy. He had a 27-point game, 26-point game, but we also seen a 1-point game against Jericho Sims and the New York Knicks. But we're seeing flashes. We're seeing flashes from him, and there seems to be a little bit of hype around him. Dalen Terry had, he struggled a bit, but you can see why the Bulls picked him up. He's more of a defensive-minded guard that could, that can get to the basket, and he actually plays well off the ball. So I want to see, do you guys have a little bit of hope there that these two young players can make an impact for our Chicago Bulls going forward?
Man, I hope Simonovic looks like somewhat what we saw in the summer league. That way we could get rid of Tony Bradley and everybody else that we need to get rid of. That way to get playing time. I think he'll be the perfect backup role to Vooch and or to Patrick Williams. Dude's 6'11". Dude's tall. Dude can shoot. He played he had one off game, and that's fine. You're gonna have that every once in a while in the NBA. But he is that guy that he could stretch the floor and he could drive to the hole and he could put the ball on the floor and then go right at you. I like what I saw out of Simonovic. I think he can be that missing piece if you give him that plan, and then you could just cut the salary base or whatever you need to do to improve in the Bulls in other areas that we need improvement in.
Yeah.
His 3-point shooting looks like it needs a little work though. I know he shot, that was like his lowest percentage. I think he shot like in the low 30s, which is not bad for a big man, but you expect a little bit more. And especially if him playing that 4 role, possibly that 5 role, He did get a little beefier. He did look a little thick. He looked like he put in a little muscle. So I like the
Yeah,
way how he
he
looked.
gained 25 pounds.
Yeah. So defensively, I didn't like what I saw as much from Seniminovich, but he was somewhat of a disruptor in some of the games that he had played in. Rim protecting was not okay, but he was there at the right times, most of the times, getting the rebounds how you're supposed to be. He's 6'11", so you have to dominate on that aspect.
Right.
But he's a project. Like Day says right here, Marco. He's only 22. Just came over last year, and this summer league gained like 20 pounds of muscle. See what he looks like in the preseason, where I kind of want to see him the most. Right, actually get him some run with the guys, with the starting five, or just the Bulls in general. Right, just the Bulls in general. Kind of want to see this guy how he could perform. If he is what he could perform or what he did in the summer league, man, he fits what the Bulls are missing in the back end with height and even and plus more.
Yeah, I mean he dominated against G League competition, right? He struggled against Jericho Sims, who was an NBA player with the New York Knicks, and I mean, in that game only scored 1 point, 0 for 5 shooting, and Sims had his way with him physically. So yes, he put on 25 pounds, but as you mentioned, Eric, defensively he's going to have to develop, a presence. He's gonna have to develop a presence, and he's gonna have to toughen up because he's gonna see guys even bigger, you guys even stronger, guys even craftier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what he can do. I'm excited for this kid more so than I am for Dalen Terry. He did get hurt and their finale game. But again, like this is why we trust our executives now than we did before.
Yep.
Right? Because they know how to draft, they know how to develop, and we're starting to see it. We're starting to see
as long as he doesn't learn any defense from Vooch, I think we'll all be good.
John, what do you think?
No, man, I gotta agree. I think we're on the same page as far as Marco's the more exciting player, more intriguing one going forward. Y'all may call me foul for this, but if he starts going off, I definitely see Vooch getting shipped out. let Pat take over, and let Marco back up Pat. I mean, we need the bigs. We need, of course, like you just mentioned it, man. He's gonna face way better competition in the NBA. But I mean, if we trust, the development, Pat Williams, he's been developing pretty good despite a couple injuries. He got banged up, but if you can develop, if you can ride with Pat and Marco as your 1-2, I mean, you trade Vooch or he got value, man.
Yeah.
I mean, not right away, of course. I definitely think, but if Marco's going off and he could pick up a couple things, they develop really well, then I definitely think it helps the Bulls trade Vooch now this year, I should say.
Yeah.
But he's more exciting. It sucks. Terry got injured, but again, like I said, out of the two, I see Marco making a better impact, a better chance of seeing more playing time, just because of how big he is, personally.
Yeah, how big and his potential is definitely up there. You listen to the Jca Sports Podcast, everybody. Thank you for watching first and foremost, and make sure to follow us on all our social platforms. We're going live. We're bringing it. Oh my God, I can't even talk. We're broadcasting live from Facebook, from YouTube, from Twitch, from Twitter. Make sure to download those apps and follow us on jcasports.com. Moving on, and we're getting into the NFL and our weekly division preview. And guys, we are in the AFC. We are finally right, exactly right. We are finally getting to these tougher opponents and these tougher divisions. And let's start off with the AFC North. We have the Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns, and the AFC champions, Cincinnati Bengals. Let's start off with the Cleveland Browns. I want to start off with them, guys, because there's still a lot of question marks here coming into the season. We know they have Deshaun Watson. We don't know how many games Deshaun Watson is going to play. If he is going to get
all of them,
right? He could play all of them. He could play half of them. He could play none of them. Right? We don't know exactly what the NFL is going to do with Deshaun Watson. But the Cleveland Browns, now trading away Baker Mayfield. Trading away OBJ last year, letting who was it, Devontae Parker or Jarvis Landry? Jarvis Landry leave.
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry leave. I mean, there's a lot of question marks here, at least offensively. But I could still see this team making a run for the playoffs. What do you guys think? Looking at this.
Well, it all depends, right? I think it all depends. I'll be shocked if Deshaun Watson gets suspended more than 4 games, because it's the NFL, right? So the first 4 games, they should be okay with Jacoby Brissett because they got the Panthers, which I think they'll probably lose. I think Baker will probably start and then take that. But they got easy W's against the Jets, the Steelers, and the Falcons after that. Once that week 4, depending on what situation Deshaun Watson is in, then we could go toss up toe for toe, because you're right. Offensively, they don't have as much, but defensively, everybody's still there and everybody is back. So defensively, they're going to be a tough team to do anything pass or run. It just depends on what we're going to get on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, right? Remember,
because that week 5, week 6, week 7, and week 8 schedule is going to be tough 4 games if your quarterback is not there, a la Deshaun Watson.
Right.
And it doesn't even get easier after that. You can see they got the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Bucks, and they got a simple, smooth one against the Texans. And then they go back with 2 back-to-back tough division opponents before their schedule lightens up at the end of the season with the Saints, the Commanders, and the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yep. Guys, this schedule is all depending on what quarterback is playing. Because if you got Jacoby Brissett, I can see the Browns being a below 500 team before the bye. But then if it's after 4 weeks that Deshaun Watson is not playing and Deshaun Watson is playing by the Chargers game, I can see the Browns being a 500 team or above 500 team before their bye.
Well, let's not forget, right, that they do have Amari Cooper as their number 1 wide receiver, coming from the Dallas Cowboys last season. So you're right. If
Jacoby Brissett is your quarterback.
Yeah, if Deshaun Watson does start or at least play at least majority of the games, you could see I could see Amari Cooper having a great season. And running backs, they have studs like Nick Chubb, like Kareem Hunt, Ernest Johnson, who balled out when he got the opportunity last season.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You got
Njoku, is a solid tight end. John, how many wins do you see the Cleveland Browns having this year?
Look, so the last report I read was still talking about Deshaun being suspended 6 weeks. I haven't read a 4-week yet. Maybe I just missed that. I've been working so much. I'm not on social media like I was no more. But last I've seen, was 6 weeks. I literally have them only beating the Jets and the Falcons the first 6 weeks.
It's tough schedule.
It's really tough. So assuming Deshaun comes back,
stop drinking that Mitch Kool-Aid, bro. That ain't stop. Just stop, bro.
It's not even Mitch. It's not. It's literally the Steelers. You mean to tell me that you mean to tell me Jacoby Brissett is going to beat what's his name?
The Browns have enough with Jacoby Brissett. Stop,
bro. The Steelers have a Hall of Fame coach. You need to stop.
That's great.
That's fine. Bro. They have a Hall of Fame coach. They're called the Steel Curtain. They're the Steel Curtain defense for a reason, bro. They do this.
They have no offense.
Tom's been doing this. They have the better running back. Amari Cooper's washed up at this point.
Here's the thing. So
Najee Harris is a better running back than both Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Najee Harris is a stud running back.
He's a stud running back.
He's a stud running back. And he's better.
I'll fight with you with Kareem Hunt.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you, if Chubb is so good, why is he in the committee? Exactly.
Right. Real quickly.
Exactly. He's in a committee for a reason.
Real quickly. Right? Eric, we all know Eric's saying stuff like that because how he feels about Mitchell Trubisky. But here's the thing: if it's Jacoby Brissett, then I'm sorry,
it's Jacoby Brissett, bro.
You don't know if he's even that much better than Mitchell Trubisky. So like it could be a toss up on who wins, and that's even if Mitchell Trubisky even plays. You guys got to remember, and we'll get into the Steelers. He's going to be in a QB competition with Prickett. So it's like I can see where John's coming from as the Steelers beating the Browns. It's very possible.
I'm sorry. I believe that name, Mike Tomlin. You mean to tell me Jacoby Brissett's going to beat Mike Tomlin and his defense? and his defense. Come on now, bro.
Right.
I mean, from the last thing I heard, I know the Cleveland Browns have a way better defense than the Steelers.
I'm sorry, but
whether if it's
who has the
Pickett
Hall
or
of
Mitch
Fame? Who has the
Trubisky,
Hall of Fame quarterback that's
you see
never
what
finished
happens
under
when
500?
Trubisky gets under pressure. He chokes.
It ain't even about Trubisky, bro. Hop off the Trubisky shit talk. Jacoby Brissett is their quarterback.
Right.
Yeah, I know that. But I will put more money on Brissett
with the
than I will
washed
on
up
Trubisky
Amari
or any of the
Cooper.
quarterbacks that the Steelers have.
The Cowboys traded away Amari Cooper for a reason.
All right, here let's go down the list. Let's offensively.
Hold on, real quick. Do you really think Jacoby Brissett's getting all the reps right now? They're praying Deshaun Watson gets the start and doesn't get suspended.
Dude,
Jacoby Brissett's a backup.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
So
100%.
what makes you think he's going to be ready for Mike Tomlin?
I'm not arguing on that point. Like I said, it depends on how long the suspension is. That's great. The first 4 weeks, their only tough game looks to be away against Carolina. After that, there's
you're capping, bro. The Steelers is a tougher game than Carolina. Only reason the Carolina game is interesting is because they have Baker Mayfield, who's out for revenge.
But it's on the road, so I'll give them that.
That's it, literally. But Baker just got traded. It's not enough time to go off, and you never know what Sam Darnold to be the starting.
You never know what who it is. I think that Carolina game is a little bit more tougher.
No, it's not. It's not.
Please don't tell me that the Steelers with the quarter.
It's not. It's really not.
No, it's really not. I would put more money on Jacoby Brissett than I will any other quarterback.
Okay. Then week three, I want a screenshot of your bet for the Browns to beat the Steelers.
All right,
and it's on a Thursday.
Let me help you guys out here. Let me give you guys. Let me give you guys just I guess. Who each team has offensively, right? Browns quarterback, whether it's either going to be Deshaun Watson or Jacoby Brissett, this is who they have to work with.
It's not Deshaun, bro. They're not going to let him play.
Nick Chubb as their starting running back. They have wide receivers Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Jakeem Grant with tight end David Njoku. Steelers, whether it's Mr. Trubisky or Kenny Pickett or even Mason Rudolph, right? Because it's going to be a three-player competition, right? Running back, Najee Harris. Wide receiver, Deontay Johnson. Clay Claypool. George Pickens. They even have tight end Pat Freiermuth, who we know can be a stud tight end when he wants to be. I think overall the Steelers have a better team. Overall, they have a better team. Mitch has to do is game manage with the Hall of Fame coach.
Couldn't even do that.
With a Hall of Fame coach behind him, all he has to do is manage the damn game. And I think he can do it.
So all of a sudden, we're not going to blame Matt Nagy for being a piece of shit coach and offensive coordinator. But now Mike Tomlin,
both of them.
Mitch Tomlin.
Mitch couldn't throw for 2 yards ahead in front of him, nor sideways.
Bro, realistically, Mason Rudolph can beat Jacoby Brissett.
No, I don't know about that. I think you're going a little too far, John. Just dial it back a little bit.
No, look. With Amari Cooper's luck, he's going to get injured week 2.
Don't forget who Jacoby Brissett is. He has a lot of starting experience. With the Indianapolis Colts, with the New England Patriots. The guy has a lot of experience.
He may be a journeyman. He may be the journeyman quarterback.
He's a backup for a reason.
When he started, even the year that Justin Herbert was the rookie, he got hurt and back and forth. He still was the starting quarterback over Justin Herbert. And look where Justin Herbert is at right now. So please do not tell me that the quarterbacks in Pittsburgh are better than Jacoby Brissett.
He was a starter because that was Justin Herbert's first year.
I understand that, and I got that.
Right, just like Patrick Mahomes, and they wanted him to sit down, a year, get some experience. Come on, you can't really use that.
It's still
either way.
He went everywhere, and everywhere that he went, he was the starting quarterback on a majority of the teams that he has been in.
Starting quarterback by default, as you like to say.
He can play. And he's better than any of the 3 bums that are in the Steelers quarterback room at the moment. You cannot tell me.
Okay, so let's say
washed up. So compared to the 3 trash bags that are in Pittsburgh right now.
Let's say hypothetically, I agree that he's a better quarterback than anyone in the Steelers. That don't mean the rest of the team around him is better than the Steelers. Exactly. Absolutely not.
100%. And we don't know.
That's why they're losing week 3.
We don't know what Pickett is yet, so we can't really say he's better than all 3 because we still have Pickett, this is a rookie year. He could very well win that starting job, and who knows? I mean, again, the Steelers are known for drafting. They are known for developing, and they have a Hall of Fame coach and Mike Tomlin that can make stuff happen. That only one losing season his entire career, and he has a long career, guys. So
Okay, so can I answer the question now? Since
How many?
Eric's
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going based off Deshaun suspended 6 weeks, meaning he'll come back week 7. So I see only a win against the Jets, win against the Falcons. Then they won't win again until I'll give him a win against Miami. So it's 3. He's gonna ball out week 13. He's gonna probably go out for like 6 touchdowns against the Texans.
For real.
You know what? I'm not a Bengals fan like Jose is. I'm not a Joe Shiesty fan, so I'll give him a win against that. I give him 7 wins.
It's around the same.
Se-
I'll give him like
7 wins,
7 to
assuming
8
Deshaun
wins.
Watson comes back week 6. If he comes back week 4, I still give him 7 wins.
I agree with you guys. 7, 8 wins without Watson. If Watson plays the entire season, I can see 10.
If he plays the entire season, yeah, I highly doubt it's gonna happen. He's gonna have some type of suspension.
I highly doubt even if he
He's
does
gonna
play the
have
full season.
some type of suspension. Dude,
Even-
realistically, if they suspend him the whole year, I give the Browns 4 wins.
7 tops. I say 7 tops. Depending on even the suspension, even him being gone, 7 tops.
Yeah. Speaking of the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? that was very that was a very fun one between you two there. Speaking of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Eric, with Mitchell Trubisky, without Mitchell Trubisky, do you think this team could make a playoff run?
No, hell no, not in this division. Hell no.
I
would put
the conference is hard, you know.
I would put more money that the Pittsburgh Steelers will be the worst team in this division than them winning the division. And credit and kudos to Tom
very
Holland.
well true though, John.
Huh?
That may be very well true though, because this division is stacked.
Yeah, it is from top to bottom. And if you don't have, think about it: Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow; the Ravens, the Ravens have Lamar Jackson; the Browns, when he comes back, if he plays, Deshaun Watson. Right? You talk about easily what they rank the easily 3 of the top 10 quarterbacks in my books in all the NFL in one division.
In one division, absolutely.
And then you're talking about that you got Pickett, Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph to compete against that. Come on, man, quit playing with yourselves, man. Yeah. This is all what it is. I see the Steelers. The most I see the Steelers win is probably like 5 games, if that, maybe 6 tops, but 5 for sure.
You know, Eric, I might be there with you. Looking at this, I see 1, 2, maybe 3, 4 wins. 5. I mean, I agree. Look, the only reason why I would give them 5 is because of who they are as a team and because who is coaching them as a team. But I think Eric hit it right on the head, and I know, like, I don't want to contradict myself. I think the Steelers can be competitive. I think they're going to be that one team that loses games, but they're going to be in each and every game. They're just going to lose down the stretch. But it's only because of what he mentioned, that there's 3 top 10 quarterbacks in this division. If Deshaun Watson plays, then yeah, I could definitely see the Steelers being the worst team in the division, but not by a lot. I think this team's going to be very competitive because of the coach, because of the team that's constructed around him. So I could see like 5, 6 wins. For sure.
Yeah, they're definitely drafting in the top 10 next year for sure. I honestly do believe that. It nothing fits, and we have a rookie quarterback. Look, if Pickett turns out to be the quarterback, then great. But again, it's a rookie quarterback in the new system. Offensive weapons are not the same as they were last year. Najee Harris is going to be probably the workhorse.
Offensively, they're great. I think he's going to have a lot around him. It's just I just look. I'm not saying that this team's going to be bad. I just trust the other teams more than I do this one right now.
I trust the other teams better. The other teams have better talent on the defensive side of the ball than what the Steelers have on the offensive side of the ball, and that's the ones that you have to face. You know, whatever, how many downs, how many plays throughout the entire game. Are they going to get lucky? For sure. Are they going to be in tough situation games? Yeah, for sure. You know, the schedule is not that tough, but it's just a division around themselves. You talk about 6 games that you have to play against, and then you have the Eagles in between there, the Dolphins in between there that are apparently getting a lot of hype. right? You have the Colts in there too, who's going to be one of the top teams in the AFC South, and then just throw in whoever you want to throw in after that. It's not a very easy schedule for a team who's starting off all over again on a quarterback that's not named Big Ben.
Yeah, John, what do you think?
What stupidity are you going to say right now, John? I feel like you're going to say something so stupid right now.
Listen, guys, if I didn't live in South Chicago the last 6 years of my life, I definitely would have already copped a Steelers jersey wearing that black and yellow. You know, my heart's been broken since Big Ben, AB, Le'Veon Bell days, but I fuck with the Steelers heavy. Looking at the schedule, I give them 8 wins.
There's no way.
I give the Steelers 8 wins.
They have 8 wins.
They definitely will have more wins than the Bears. 100%. 1,000%.
I can see that.
1,000%. The Steelers will have more wins than the Chicago Bears this year.
I don't see
I will put a 24-pack on that right now.
I'll put 2 24-packs on it right now.
I'll put 3 24s on that right now.
Listen. I put 2 24-packs plus a bottle of whatever tequila you want. That the Steelers have a better record than the Bears this season.
I'll put up the 12-pack of Kawamas at Sam's Club and a bottle on that. Because they expensive, bro. They're like $45.
I get that, but I don't like that. So how about a 3 24-packs plus a bottle?
How about 2 24-pack, a bottle, and some food?
Okay. How about this? There's a bet going on. Okay, you guys get a.
How about this? How is $100 worth of alcohol?
Oh my god!
However you want it, I'll buy it.
Okay. One caveat: I gotta be a part of this.
Nah, fuck you. Who are you?
We don't need to.
You know, Jose, you can be a part of it.
We got a dumb boy right here talking about that Mitchell Trubisky.
No, Jose could be a part of it because he's gonna drive us to the liquor store. That's how Jose's a part of it. He drives us to the liquor store.
Yeah, we do need a designated driver for this one. So yeah.
And you know what, Jose? Just so you feel included, we'll have you carry the ice.
All right, cool. Hey, I'm a drink regardless. Okay, But going back, right? I don't see 8 wins. I don't see it.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Eric, Jose's gonna be that guy to be like, why didn't y'all order wings? And he can pitch in.
I'm good for it. Look.
224s and food. You down?
I'm down.
Run it. Cool. It's on here. It's live. Bears are gonna
run it. Okay, so
I'm glad you guys got it live.
Yeah, we got it. The Bears, the Steelers will have more wins than the Bears.
Eric, that's Eric. You're not winning that bet, man. I'm sorry.
That's the bet. Bet.
I'll win this bet.
That's the bet. Regardless of how many wins it is.
Where are you going to see 8 wins? You tell me where you see 8 wins.
You ready? Y'all.
Eric, they don't need 8 wins to have more wins than the Bears, Eric. They can have 5 wins, and they're going to have more wins than the Bears.
No, he said 8 wins. I want to see where he sees the 8 wins first.
I get that, but
no. Yeah, so I'm gonna name my 8 wins, but I'm just saying, regardless, the bet is they'll have more wins.
I know we're basing off the wins and stuff like that.
All right. I just want to clarify that.
No, I trust me. I know that. I know we're betting on the wins between the Bears and Steelers.
Jose, you better pin this video on our page.
I got you. There's gonna be a TikTok. Don't you worry.
I just want to know where do you see 8 wins? Steelers, Jets. I see 2.
Y'all finna hate me. Y'all ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
He said he's gonna sweep the AFC North. Watch.
Week 1 upset. Fuck Joe Burrow. Week 1 upset. Then
already lost.
Then they're gonna win week 3. They're gonna win week 4. They'll win week 8. They'll win week 10.
They are not beating the Eagles, John.
Hey, can I get my shit? Can I get my points? All right. They'll win week 10. Then they'll go on a losing streak. They'll win week 13. They'll split the series with the Ravens and win 1. I think Baker gets his revenge, and they'll beat the Raiders.
Oh, my God.
That's it right there. Bro, Derek Carr's trash. There's my 8 wins.
Are you sure that you really gonna believe this guy saying that the Steelers are gonna have more wins than the Bears?
Okay,
bro?
listen, bro.
Are you serious right now, Jose?
He lost me when he said they're gonna beat the Bengals.
Okay. Let's take out the Bengals.
And then he said they're gonna go on the road against Philadelphia and beat Philadelphia there.
At Philadelphia.
at Philadelphia.
And then he
Oh,
says,
so you
and
guys
he
are drinking
says
the
Derek
Philly
Carr's
Kool-Aid for
trash.
what?
They just
What's-
Derek Carr's trash, and he's praising Mitchell Trubisky. Yeah, you lost me, man.
Derek Carr shot. Derek
You
Carr. Okay. All right. So if they don't beat them, they're still winning week 3, week 4, week 10, week 13. They're gonna beat the Panthers one of the games, and Mike Tomlin's due for an upset against the Ravens. That's 6 wins. That's gonna be more than the Bears.
I agree. I agree 100% with what you just said right now.
The
100%.
Steelers always have an upset
100%.
against their division opponents. Always.
Mike Tomlin is gonna beat at least, the Ravens. He's gonna beat maybe every single every other team in the division once at least.
Once. Exactly. Thank you, Jose.
He's
Thank
gonna
you.
win one game.
It don't matter who's at quarterback. He always has an upset wins against his division opponent.
And I agree.
Always.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna
Listen,
be. It's not gonna be,
you know what might be real crazy? An upset week 18 to fuck up the Browns' chances to make the playoffs.
then I
The
can
Browns
see.
will probably the Browns will already be eliminated by then. In the
If,
playoffs.
I mean,
Like,
if your
it
boy
ain't
comes
even-
back, week 5,
That has more to say about the Browns than it does the Steelers, though, because the Browns are like the Cowboys. They choke at the end, like always.
Oh,
No,
but they got Amari Cooper.
No,
they got
look,
Nick
I ain't gonna lie.
Chubb, Kareem
Look,
Hunt.
nobody in the AFC, every playoff wild card place will be held by the AFC West. All right, and I've been saying it since the very beginning, and I'm still sticking to it. The only way the other AFC teams go in if they win their division. That's it. That is all. The Browns were already been eliminated by the time the last game of the season starts. The only thing you're rooting for at the last game of the season is the bet between us, John. That's it.
All right, let's get to
bro. Listen, before week 18, the bet's gonna be won already. The bet's gonna be won by Christmas.
Let's get to what I think is gonna be the top 2 teams in this division. That's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ravens first.
Somebody says something smart.
Right here, Ravens first. Here we have another great coach in Hardball. Go ahead.
Pete Alonso just advanced. Acuna hit 19 homers, and Alonso came up with 21.
Nice.
There you go. Great live
Home run derby
coverage
update by the
from the
Jca
Home Run
Sports
Derby
Podcast.
by Jonathan.
He going for the 3-peat, baby.
There, Baltimore Ravens guys. We know what they have in a quarterback in Lamar Jackson. We know what they have coaching wise. This team every single year is up and down, up and down.
Yeah, they fell off last year, bro. I'm not on the Lamar wagon. Listen, he's great. I just think he needs to get out of Baltimore.
You know what? No, I think he needs to stay in Baltimore. I just think they need to surround him offensively.
But they're not going to.
Mark Andrews is everything right now. Mark Andrews is everything for them right now. But he needs legit wide receiver. He needs legit running backs to help him. He hasn't had a legit running back since he's been on his team, and he can't be the best running back.
He is the running back. That's why.
Why are you disrespecting Mark Ingram like that, bro? Mark Ingram was good when he was there.
He had Mark Ingram late in his career, Eric. He had Mark Ingram late in
Still
his career.
productive. He was still productive.
Yes, he was productive, but he was also injured a lot too.
Still
You know what I mean?
productive.
Yeah, this is their starting lineup offensively. Running back Mike Davis, wide receiver Rashad Bateman. I don't know who else they have as a wide receiver, and then tight end Mark Andrews. That's it. I don't know. Offensively, they need help. They have some wide receiver rookies, if I'm not mistaken, but this team needs help.
Look, Lamar Jackson will guarantee you at least 3 wins, just him alone by himself.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Whether if it's one in
3
the
wins is not
division
winning
or
the division.
anywhere else outside of that.
3 wins is not winning the division, though.
No, 3 wins is definitely not winning the division. But when you look at the schedule, it's just like you say what's going to be the second best team in this division, and you're absolutely right. They will be, but I don't think anybody outside of the Bengals will have a winning record in this division. It's tough when it looks on paper, but what the teams are surrounded by, everyone around is surrounded by. Lamar Jackson is just Mark Andrews, and then like you said, who else? You know, they lost their number 1 wide receiver in Hollywood Brown, and he wasn't even all that great. Let's be completely honest here. He wasn't even all that great. He was just all hype and it was all talk, and that was it. Lamar Jackson got hurt. This is going to be the same time. Can Lamar stay healthy? And if he does, what else can you do around him outside of Mark Andrews?
They have a
The
favorable
inside is going to
schedule.
be taken away,
They have
and he has to chuck the ball sideways or not side, long ways. What else?
Here's the thing: this schedule is favorable. I could see easily 10 wins. Easily.
What?
Yes. Easily. Think about it. They could beat the Jets. They could beat the Browns. They could beat the Falcons. They could beat the Bengals once. They could beat the Steelers once.
They could
They
beat
could
them
beat the
twice.
Panthers. They could beat the Giants. They could beat the Saints. They could beat the Jags. And they could beat the Browns again. If I could see 10 wins.
It is an easy schedule if Lamar stays healthy.
It's an easy, exactly. Thank you, John. It's an easy schedule if Lamar stays healthy.
If Lamar
It's an
stays
easy
healthy.
schedule if Lamar and his wide receivers.
They had a quarterback who was still running the offense pretty damn good.
Nah. Bro, they finished last in the division last year.
They did his thing.
They finished last in their division. They were 8-9.
Yeah, but they had other issues. They
had injury issues, and then they had talent
and
issues.
those issues
After Lamar Jackson,
over,
what else was there? There was a big drop off the moment Lamar went off, bro.
Listen, those issues carried over. Now you subtract Hollywood Brown. Exactly. Come on, I mean, he wasn't even a true number one wide receiver when healthy. When Lamar was healthy, he wasn't a true number one wide receiver.
Right.
He couldn't even be a number two in this team. He was
Bateman's going to be a good wide receiver, though. Bateman's going to be really good wide receiver for someone like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, if Lamar becomes a throw first quarterback,
he's going to have to be though.
He's not though. He's not because he's best running. Look, he's the best running back on the team. They're going to.
I agree. Look, Lamar Jackson. A lot of people will go to John's route. But Lamar Jackson can throw the ball. Jackson.
I'm saying he can. They just don't use him as much as they should. Right.
But the thing is that with this team, there's nobody else around that can do it, man. That's the one thing. Like, who else outside of Mark Andrews can? And that's the main issue. You said Bateman. Okay, that's fine. That's one wide receiver. But then you name one, and then after that, what do you have?
Mark Andrews, right? But I get you. I get what you're saying.
I said wide receiver.
No, I know.
Wide receiver.
I get it. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, this team needs help offensively. 100%.
Listen, if I'm Lamar Jackson, I do not sign a contract extension with the Ravens.
I agree. Unless I feel like they're doing him more bogus than Aaron Rodgers. They did the Green Bay Packers did Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron Rodgers at least got Devontae Adams. Lamar Jackson has yet to get.
Aaron Rodgers is you're gonna compete regardless of who you put out there with him. You could put the Bulls. You could put the Bulls Summer League lineup starting with Aaron Rodgers, and they're still gonna compete. Put the Toronto Raptors Summer League, and they'll make it in the playoff.
What I'm saying is though, is like they never really put help around him. I feel like Lamar Jackson gets that same treatment, if not worse.
No, definitely way worse. But
it's worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's worse, definitely worse. But
he's got running backs. This guy's not even getting running backs. You're like, oh, you're the running back.
You're the quarterback / running back.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Listen, looking at the Ravens, their quarterback is their running back / quarterback, and their tight end is their tight end / wide receiver.
Literally, the Lamar Jackson just invented.
That's the Baltimore Ravens for you, right there.
He invented the QRB, the quarter running back.
Exactly.
Listen, you could start either in your flex, the quarterback, wide receiver, running back, tight end flex.
Lamar Jackson.
Either of them going to give you 20 points.
How many wins do you guys see? I can still see 9-10 wins.
It is an easy schedule.
I see 7.
Oh, that's cap. Let me count this.
I see 7, and the only reason why I see 7 is because that week 2 matchup against the Miami Dolphins is probably a favorable matchup for them, because I won't believe in Tua within the first 4 weeks. And if you have the Dolphins in your schedule in the first 4 weeks of the season, that could be considered as a toss-up whether to win or lose that game, depending on.
I have it the other way around. I think the Dolphins will be good the first 4, 5, 6 seasons.
I don't think so.
And then towards the end, you'll start to see who Tua is, and they fall. They drop.
I think you'll see the potential from the Dolphins, and I know we're going to get into it next week, but you'll see the potential between the Dolphins between the middle of the week and then towards the tail end. You'll probably see the Dolphins and who they really were onto it, depending on Tua. So I see 7. I know they're going to win both New Yorks. They'll beat the Saints. They'll beat the Jags and the Panthers. Then the Falcons. What I got? What's that? 6. I could see them splitting 1 against the Bengals and 1 against the Browns, because that division is going to play tough against each other, especially when you have a quarterback that could actually play the position. Yeah, 7-8 wins for the Ravens for sure.
John?
A healthy Lamar Jackson, I give 9 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with a healthy Lamar Jackson, it's still tough to give
With
him
the
9.
healthy 9, possibly 10 max. With the healthy Lamar.
But to
Yeah,
what though?
yeah.
Like with what?
With their healthy running back quarterback, 10 wins.
To be honest, I think I seen something. I seen a video.
But it's because the schedule's easy. Look, they're gonna beat the Jets. They're gonna split against the Bengals. They'll beat the Giants. They'll beat the Browns. They'll beat the Saints. They'll beat the Panthers. They'll beat the Jags. They'll win one against the Steelers. Who's that after? This says to be determined. Where's that? Washington?
No,
No, that's the Browns again. Okay, so they lose against the Browns, and then I haven't beaten the Falcons, and there's my 9 wins right there.
you guys want to know something funny? And y'all might hate me for this one.
But
They did. I seen a video on the worst wide receiving core in the NFL. The Bears have a better wide receiving core than the Ravens.
And the Bears are down. The Bears are down there. The Bears wide receiving core is so bad, but I 100%
It's so bad.
yeah,
agree that they may have
that's facts.
core than the Ravens.
So that good luck to Lamar. May the Lord be with you.
Hey, running back, for sure.
I'm waiting for this one. Jose's about to give cap.
All right, Jose, what you got? Come on, bring us
cap.
the Mitch flavor for the Bengals.
Wait, put Lamar Jackson on the Bears, and then I believe you're 11 wins. Derek. Then I believe you're 11 wins all day.
Way to have trust in Justin Fields, bro.
I'm gonna develop that trust. Like they need to develop his arm. Okay.
I trust Fields. I'm trying to figure out where Eric got this love for Fields because he wasn't too happy when we drafted him.
He really wasn't.
That. I remember we called him and everything. He wasn't too happy.
He got
it is what it is.
Nagy and Pace. That's what
it is. What it is. I do feel like.
I
I
really
love
want to know
Fields.
what you don't want to. Do you guys really want to know a very unpopular opinion about this? To me, if they would have drafted Mac Jones, the Bears would have probably been better last year when they were Justin Fields.
With Matt Nagy?
I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think that's a popular. I think for me, I agree with that.
But Matt Nagy would still been fired.
Yeah. The short passing game fit Mac Jones than it did Justin Fields.
Agree.
Just saying. All right, let's go with the Bengals, Jose. What you got?
What I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You think they'll beat the Cowgirls?
8, 9. Yeah. No. Actually, I haven't losing to the Cowboys. The Cowboys are always good in the beginning, and then they fall off at the end. I have actually losing to the Cowboys. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins.
I can see the Bengals losing their first game that Monday night against the Browns. Losing their first game that Monday night.
But when I said it,
no, I have them.
Oh, the Browns.
Dolphins
on Halloween.
On Halloween.
No, they're gonna. Okay, not including my. Well, go ahead, Eric. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's probably. That's probably. I mean, I want to say the Ravens on that Week 5 matchup, but I think
they're gonna split the Ravens.
The Ravens, and if it is, they'll probably lose the last game of the season. Probably when they have the division wrapped up. That's where I'll probably they'll probably lose that one. To be honest, to be completely honest with you, their first loss may come against the Browns at Week 8 at Cleveland with that defense traveling on a Monday night. It's bound to happen. I have a good team like the Bengals. You know, they could beat what could be the Miami Dolphins and how inconsistent they are. Week 5, we still don't know what the Ravens may be. That could still be a very good one, and the Bengals could take advantage of that. It's just that Monday night game against the Browns that just has my head like, oof, maybe that's where I can see the loss right there. After that, I mean, it's a tough foot. It's a toss-up. I mean, they'll beat the Panthers before their bye. They'll definitely beat the Steelers on the Sunday night game on the road. The Titans, I think they'll give them their run for their money, but I still feel like the Bengals are still good enough to beat the Titans on the road. Kansas City. I don't know. I don't know how confident I feel. I did say that any team that faces the AFC West will lose every single game. So I'm gonna keep my promise on that. I think the Kansas City Chiefs will beat the Bengals. What may be a preview in the AFC playoff games, wild card wise. They'll get their revenge on the Browns there, and then at the Bucks.
Look, real quickly before you go on, the first 9 weeks of the season, I only see them losing 2 games, and that's to the Cowboys and Dolphins. Other than that, they win everything else.
You said the Cowboys and who?
Cowboys and Dolphins. I can see them losing to the Cowboys and Dolphins. That's it. The first 9 weeks of the season. That's it. That's it. Second half, I see them losing to the Chiefs, the Bucks, the Patriots, and the Bills. So they're going to stumble into the playoffs, but by then they'll have 10 wins.
Now, I think they'll probably beat the Pats. I think they have enough. The Bucks kind of it has me on the fringe simply because what kind of Bucks team we'll see. The Bills for sure. I think the Bills. I'm gonna call this right now that the Bengals and the Bills will play in the AFC Championship game this year. Calling that right now. We're definitely gonna see the Bills and the Bengals once again in the title game.
I don't know about that. I want to confidently say yes, but there's too much firepower in that AFC West.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
I definitely see the Bills in the AFC Championship. I can see anybody else going against them. Anybody else?
Yeah, I could see them stumbling in the last game of the season against the Ravens, though. That one I do see them probably taking the L. But I mean, I won't be surprised if they end the season back-to-back losses. But then I can also see them probably, going, 3-2. I mean, 2-3 the last 5 games of the season.
Yeah.
It's just so hard, it really is. And we're just doing this just because, whatever, because this is what we think from on top of our head. But no, the Bengals are running it back. They're winning the division. And I said it, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it one more time. The Bengals and the Bills are my AFC title game this year.
Okay. All right, John, what do you think?
I have them winning 10 games. I do. Listen, the division's tough regardless, but if they can sweep any teams, it's going to be the Browns and the Ravens. Mike Tomlin's due for an upset against every single division opponent. So listen, whether y'all want them to lose week 1 or week 11, they're losing one of those Steelers games. Mike Tomlin's due for an upset. I have them starting off 0-2, and then they'll go off on a tear. Just win all the way up until they play the Titans. Then they'll lose against the Titans, lose against the Chiefs. They'll probably I don't think I have them beating the Bucks better. I have them having a better shot beating the Bucks than they do beating the Patriots. Just because, I see the Bucks on a decline, but I mean,
Bill
Belichick does his thing, man. He's a genius over there, whether he cheats or not. It's literally he can win games with his quarterback not throwing the ball.
It's going to be snowing.
But listen. So the Bengals are a good team. I do think they are the best team in the division, only because Lamar doesn't have shit around him. The Browns, even with a healthy Deshaun Watson, I don't trust Amari Cooper. I don't trust the running back committee. The Steelers they have a great defensive half-end coach, but I do not see the Bengals repeating their magic in the playoffs. They're out first round, second round. They're not. They're not going to the AFC championship to me.
It's a toss-up in the AFC. I just think that conference is so talented, so stacked. I wouldn't be surprised if any team in the AFC makes it to the AFC championship. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals.
You know what? I feel like you can pencil in the Bills.
Yeah.
The Bills, it's going to be the Bills and Chiefs again. I don't see the Bengals going to AFC championship at all. I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the one thing about the Bills,
I don't view the Bengals as one of the elite teams in the league.
I do.
They had their magic.
I don't know about elite. I want to go far.
Okay, but the Chiefs are elite. The Bills are elite.
The Chiefs are elite. I think what we need to see from the Bengals if they could do it again,
Exactly.
to be considered
Yeah.
elite.
Okay, Eric. But do you consider the Bills elite?
They've been there.
Yeah. So the Bills right now, Chiefs and Bills are elite. The Bengals are not.
No, I mean last year last year was they struck lightning in the bottle.
Yeah. Okay.
And they
Let me ask y'all this: put Lamar Jackson on the Bengals. What are they doing?
the same result.
I agree because Joe Burrow don't got a really good supporting.
No, hold on. If you're gonna say that, if you're gonna say put Lamar Jackson on the Bengals, that means you're basically saying Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow are just as good as one another. And Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback. So I think that's a compliment to Joe Burrow.
He's a great running back. Yes.
No, he's a great quarterback as well, though. He's an MVP player.
He's a former MVP, great running back, but he doesn't have a great supporting cast. He's injury prone.
I get it. It's fun to say that simply because that's what the media plugs him as Lamar Jackson as a running quarterback. But to be honest with you, Lamar Jackson has a lot more to offer than what the Ravens are actually giving him right now.
Of course.
And if you switch spots between Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, I think it's kind of even kale. I think the only thing that the Lamar Jackson has over Joe Burrow is that Lamar Jackson could run and he could win you maybe an extra game or two than what Joe Burrow can with the Cincinnati Bengals.
You know what? If you put Joe Burrow on the Ravens, they're not a playoff team.
I think if you put any quarterback on that Ravens team, they're not a playoff team, bro. What you mean?
Nah.
Oh no!
Come on now. Come on now.
If Joe Burrow,
with Joe Burrow, no. Nope.
Yeah.
Because you said he can't run like Lamar.
Joe Burrow.
He can't run like Lamar.
He's a better quarterback. He is a better.
Who's he throwing to?
Listen to me, Eric. Listen to me. He is a better typical.
He's saying, "Listen to me, Eric," but I'm the one that's talking.
Wait, John, hold on, because Eric made a face. He's a better prototypical quarterback. Joe Burrow is than Lamar Jackson. Okay, and that's what I mean. I'm not saying he's an overall better player. I'm saying he's a better quarterback, the position quarterback. Joe Burrow is a true quarterback,
but in the Ravens system, he's not going to work.
Yes, he will.
The Ravens count on Lamar running first. You can't do that with Joe Burrow.
Right, but you don't need to do that with Joe Burrow.
You don't need to do that.
On the Ravens, you need that.
No, on the Ravens you do.
On the Ravens, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you put Joe Burrow on the Ravens, they're not a playoff team.
John, don't disrespect Joe Burrow. His first year, he got injured and he was out. Second year comes back and wins.
I hear you, but I'm saying put him in the Ravens system, Jose.
Yes, put him in the Ravens system, and John Harbaugh will be able to give him what he needs.
Yeah, but Jose, what did it take for Joe Burrow to have that success?
Jose, who has a better team? Who has a better team around them offensively? Lamar Jackson,
Bengals.
or Joe Burrow? Okay, so if you put him on the Ravens, why is he still going to make the playoffs?
There she is.
He has less over there.
Again, what did it take for Joe Burrow to go to the playoffs?
It took lightning in the bottle.
That's it. That's all it took.
Oh, bro, if you give Lamar Chase, Jackson Chase, sorry, if you put Chase on the Ravens, oh, dude, it's a wrap. Mark Andrews and Chase together.
But Joe Burrow on the Ravens, and the Hollywood Brown never gets traded.
That's cap.
That's true.
That's cap, bro.
I think half of the.
Can we just say Chase is way better than Hollywood Brown?
Chase is the better wide receiver.
100%. 100%. No, I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing there.
That's what I'm saying.
But Joe Burrow is a better prototypical quarterback, and I think you put him on the Ravens, they still make the playoffs.
But the Ravens need him to run first. The Ravens need their quarterback to be running back and quarterback. Joe Burrow is not running back and quarterback.
The reason why
Joe Mixon.
John, the reason why the Ravens have that system they have now is because of the type of quarterback Lamar Jackson is. You bring Joe Burrow, that system changes. It has to. 100%.
Right. It has to change, but then you don't have a wide receiver like Chase. You don't have a running back like Joe Mixon.
You don't have.
So that's why he would fail on the Ravens.
Like if you're just going like given the situation,
literally
like how many wins did he give the Ravens? How many wins we gave the Ravens? 7,
I
8
gave
wins.
I gave the Ravens 10 wins, just like
7
the Bengals.
wins. You take half of those away if Joe Burrow's your quarterback.
Okay. There is no hold on for everybody watching. If you put Joe Burrow on the Baltimore Ravens, are they just as good? Are the Ravens good, or is Joe Burrow? Are they still a playoff team? How about that? You take Lamar Jackson and switch him with Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow's on the Ravens, are they still a playoff team?
They're even worse without Hollywood Brown.
They're worse without Hollywood Brown, bro.
Listen.
You're
Us counting on the Ravens to make the playoffs with Lamar is counting Lamar to have a rushing touchdown damn near every game. Joe Burrow don't give you that.
I mean, look, the question originally started with you switch Lamar with this Bengal teams with Joe Burrow, you get the same result. You're not going to get the same result in Baltimore with Joe Burrow if he's your quarterback there. You're not with this team. Whether the Ravens complimented or whatever you want to call it to Lamar Jackson's running style, you still need a number one wide receiver. Every team needs a number one wide receiver. Doesn't matter who it is, what the name is. They still need a number one wide receiver. They don't have a number one wide receiver right now at the moment. The Bengals have the best young wide receiver in the game right now at the moment, and he was only a rookie last year.
We're not arguing that Lamar Jackson being on the Bengals will have a better season or team. We know that he would. You put Lamar Jackson on the Bengals, and they're just as great. But I truly believe if you put Joe Burrow on the Ravens, they're still a playoff team 100%.
You're going to get the same Joe Burrow you got his rookie year, bro.
No, you did not. No,
yes, you do. You are.
Bro, Lamar got injured last year. What do you think is going to happen with Joe Burrow on the team?
Exactly. You saw the drop-off.
Because of the style he plays. It has nothing to do.
Right, and they're going to force Joe Burrow to play that because they have no legit wide receiver one.
They will not force Joe Burrow to play something he's not. John,
they don't have no wide receiver.
You switch quarterbacks, you gotta switch. John, you switch quarterbacks, you gotta switch game plans. You're not gonna go in.
But how can you switch the game plan so easily with the team you got?
You have to, though. You have to.
Yes, you have to, but it's not going to.
And then from there on, you make decisions based off.
Yes, on year 2, year 3, year 4. But right now, this season, if you were to swap the quarterbacks, Joe Burrow on the Ravens,
if Joe Burrow was on the Ravens, Mark Andrews will have a career year.
He already has career year.
He had one last year.
He would have and he would have even a greater career year because he has an actual quarterback who throws the actual ball. Let's be honest here, guys.
You were just saying don't disrespect Lamar as a quarterback.
You literally just said don't disrespect Lamar Jackson's throwing arm, bro.
But then you just said give him a quarterback.
Joe Burrow is a better prototypical quarterback. Don't disrespect Lamar. I'm not.
You disrespected Lamar.
But Joe Burrow is a better quarterback. Let's be honest.
To be honest, to go back what Comadre said, talking about how many sacks did Joe Burrow take, to be honest, half of those sacks would be gone by Lamar Jackson. The offensive line would still be a problem, but in all reality, Lamar Jackson wouldn't have taken that many hits, in the pocket.
Okay, bro. One, you disrespected Lamar yourself.
No, I did not.
Two.
No, I did not. It's not disrespect to say that Joe Burrow's a better passer.
Let me talk. Isn't that what you said? Let me talk. You literally just shot yourself in the foot talking shit about Lamar yourself.
How was that talking shit about Lamar?
You just said
Joe Burrow is a better passer. How is that disrespecting Lamar Jackson?
You literally said if the Ravens had a quarterback that can throw the ball. Is basically what you just said. Summed up with everything you just said. Summarize it. You said if they had a quarterback that can throw.
Yep.
Anyways, like I was trying to get to.
Quarterback, John, is he not?
On the Bengals, yes.
He would be he would have to be. He's a pass first quarterback. Any team he's on, the Ravens based off his game, not based off who they have around him. I'm sorry,
Jose, take the Joe Burrow jersey out your closet and burn it, please. Take it out your closet. My point I was trying to get to here. My point I was trying to get to is like Eric said, he caught lightning in a bottle. It's not going to happen again. But Albert Pujols is going off in the home run derby with 10 home runs.
Of course.
That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. Juan Soto advanced, but Albert Pujols is going off. I bet the under 4. Well, I didn't bet the under 4. I just said if I were to bet under 4, he's at 10. with 30 seconds left, but let's be honest, Schwarber can hit over 10. Schwarber probably gonna hit like 15. So we'll see what the machine does. But it's nice to see him producing. It's nice. I know you guys probably hated Pujols because he was on the Cardinals. Well, I know Eric hated Pujols. I don't know about Jose. Jose probably had a Pujols jersey.
He did.
Because he respected the talent.
Oh, you know, when he signed that 10-year contract to go to the Angels, I knew that was a bad.
Bro, the Angels dished. I don't know if you remember. They signed CJ Wilson that year. They signed Josh Hamilton. They signed Pujols. They opened the checkbooks just to win shit.
I get it, right? Because you have Mike Trout. I get it, but like they when they did that,
bro, they didn't even have Mike Trout then, man. He just said they had Mike Trout.
No, but I'm saying like going forward when they had Mike Trout, I get it. Why you sign all those players, but come on, man, it wasn't gonna work regardless. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna work.
Bro, they drafted Mike Trout because of how bad Pujols, CJ Wilson, and Josh Hamilton did.
I get it, but all I'm saying is that with even now with Mike Trout, they're never going to be a good team regardless.
Eric, I'm about to steal your line and just yell, Jose, cut.
I don't know what to say, man. I'm just here listening.
This your boy. This your compadre.
Argues when he knows he's losing an argument, he goes and says, "I don't know sports." Let's be honest. That's just how it is.
Who says that?
Argument.
Who says that?
No sports anyway.
Who says that, bro? You shot yourself in the foot on your football take.
When you lose an argument, you say I don't know sports. Come on,
that's
bro.
cap. That's cap. That's your compadre. That's your compadre.
That's all you know.
That's your bro.
Don't
bro. Literally, every football take you give.
Overall passer than Lamar Jackson.
Yes, on the Bengals, and if you put him on the Ravens, he's gonna do dog shit.
Because you still have pieces.
Listen to me right now, bro. Listen to me right now.
They would put better wide receivers around. They have to because you have a quarterback.
Oh, Jose, but listen, I get what you're saying. They have to give him better wide receivers, but that's not going to happen in year one. We're talking about trade the quarterbacks.
That can easily happen.
Okay. Jose, answer me this, Jose. Jose, can I ask you a question? Jose? If it's so easy to just cater to the quarterback and get better wide receivers, why don't the Bears do that now that they have a better quarterback and a new coach? Why don't the Packers do that when they have a Hall of Fame?
First of all,
John, now let me answer. The Bears are in a different position than the Ravens are.
Okay. So answer my question. Why don't the Packers do it?
Again,
you act like it's so easy to just flip a switch. Let's give this guy weapons.
John, let me answer. Another great question, John. Let me answer. Another great question. The Packers never did that for Aaron Rodgers, even when they were competitive. They never did for Aaron Rodgers when they were a Super Bowl.
Okay, right. So you think they're gonna
do it now? Come on, man.
So you think? Hold on, no. Let me ask you. You think an organization that won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco is gonna go and open the checkbooks and sign wide receivers for Joe Burrow?
Why wouldn't they?
Because they won with Joe fucking Flacco, bro. That's why.
Joe Flacco was a bum, a complete bum. You know this. He had one year, and that's it.
And if they haven't done it with the MVP quarterback like Lamar Jackson, why would they do it for Joe Burrow?
Because you said it earlier. They cater to the quarterback. So Lamar Jackson is a run first.
No, I didn't say they cater to the quarterback.
Why are you going to open the checkbook?
We said they don't cater to the quarterback.
Why are you going to open the checkbooks for wide receivers when your quarterback is a run first quarterback? It makes no sense. Come on, man.
We literally said they do not cater to the quarterback.
They'll cater to Joe Burrow.
No, they won't. Why? Because he lost the Super Bowl? Because he lost the Super Bowl? Oh, I'm guessing the Rams catered to Jared Goff.
Because he is actually a quarterback that's a pass-first quarterback. When you have that type of quarterback, you know he's not going to be run. You know he's not going to run. So you have to give him wide receivers or he's not going to be successful. Plain and simple.
Okay. So let me ask you this. You switch teams right now. We got about a month and a half before the season starts. Who do they go get to make Joe Burrow and the Ravens a playoff team?
They still have Rashard Bateman, who was going to be a great number one wide receiver this year.
Are you drafting him in fantasy football?
They still have Mark Andrews, who's going to have. You said he had a career year last year. Imagine Joe Burrow on that team. His numbers will go. His numbers will skyrocket up because now he has an actual quarterback who is passing the ball to him. Come on, man. And then you can get anybody, whether it's via trade, whether you're gonna have wide receivers vying for that second and third spot, anyways. Joe Burrow's that type of quarterback that will make wide receivers.
The reason why Mark Andrews gets so many receptions and targets is because Lamar's always running and he's a threat to get a first down. Joe Burrow's not gonna do that. He sits in the pocket, hopefully doesn't get sacked,
John.
You really think the Ravens have a good offensive line? That's why they're running. Their quarterbacks always running for their life.
John, think about it.
That's-
Why does Travis Kelce get good targets? Because Patrick Mahomes
because he has a
quarterback.
Hall of Fame coach, because he has a Hall of Fame quarterback.
So the Ravens don't have a Hall of Fame coach?
Absolutely not.
The Ravens don't have a Hall
The Ravens don't have a Hall of Fame coach.
Come on, that's the show,
The
Eric.
Ravens don't have a Hall of Fame coach.
Trubisky is gonna have a better year than
Are you
Jacoby Brissett.
Nope.
Bro, cap it, bro. Now,
Bro,
Eric, come
you're
on.
talking. This man almost
Eric.
lost his job
Did
before
you
he
just
drafted.
really said that the Ravens don't have a Hall of Fame coach?
Again,
Are you serious right now?
This man
You
almost
wanna go
lost his
against me?
job before
Are
he
you
drafted Lamar
serious?
Jackson.
Y'all want to say I don't know sports? You really just said John Harbaugh is not a Hall of Fame coach. Come
Who's
on,
his last Super
Harbaugh
Bowl?
is not a Hall of Fame coach.
Here, buddy.
No, he's
Eric,
not.
Give me the cue.
He's not.
I'm
He's
sorry,
not.
bro, but come on, you can't say that. John
Okay,
Harbaugh-
okay. So okay, if he's a Hall of Fame coach, he's gonna win with Joe Burrow.
Yes,
No.
yes.
Why? Why? Because Joe Burrow made the Super Bowl last year.
Joe
He's all of a
Burrow
sudden a
is
Hall of
that
Fame. He's all of a
quarterback,
sudden.
John.
He's also
That-
an MVP caliber quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback. We're drinking the Joe Burrow Kool-Aid now.
His first real season was last year, and he went to the Super Bowl with that team.
Mm-hmm.
Before he tore his ACL and he was out, and he had
Right.
no offensive line to protect him. Last year, his offensive line wasn't as good, but he stayed healthy. And what happens? He takes his team to the Super Bowl.
I'm
Yes,
sorry. Last year you were arguing that they had a better offensive line.
that's true. So compared to the year before, yes, the offensive line was better, but it wasn't great. Compared to the year before, it was better. It was
Right, it was better,
good,
but it was still a
was
crappy
better.
line.
but it was better than the year before. Like that's what I said, and that's not like a stretch. It's true. The offensive line got better, but it still wasn't good, but it got better. It had to.
Did they have a better offensive line than the Ravens?
No, they do not. And I can say that, and I can say that comfortably. They do not. No,
Yes, they do. There's a reason
No,
Lamar
don't.
gets hurt. There's a reason Lamar got to run because they don't got an O line. Come
Hold
on, bro.
Get into the comments real quick. Pauline says, if winning Super Bowl is what determines if someone is good, is Carson Wentz the Hall of Fame quarterback? Well, babe, to be honest, Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Carson Wentz did take him to the playoffs.
Wentz was MVP that year. Before he got injured.
Yeah. And then Eric,
With Doug Peterson.
Eric on the Jonko Navi page says, I don't need to be around stupidity. I don't know if he's probably talking about both of us. To be honest.
Listen. Joe Burrow's not that guy, bro. I'm sorry. He's drinking the
that
Joe
guy,
Burrow
but
Kool-Aid.
He's
drinking
good.
the Joe Burrow Kool-Aid.
It's gonna
He's not
take
that
time
guy.
for you to see it because you've only seen one good year of Joe Burrow, which was his first year.
He's not that guy, bro.
He's gonna be that guy.
And then if you put him on the Ravens, they have a shittier team.
No, I don't believe that at all.
They have a shittier. Nick Foles is never a Hall of Fame quarterback.
But she's basically saying because he took,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I get what she's trying to say because Joe Flacco was a bum.
Because Paulina knows you're drinking the Joe Burrow Kool-Aid, my boy. She lives with you. She knows you're drinking it.
I see for what it is. He's a great quarterback. He's gonna be one of those generational type quarterbacks. I see it.
Wow.
Hey,
Jose, I hope you're right.
John, what is the difference between him and Deshaun Watson? Look, Deshaun Watson
You don't want me to answer
both
that.
won national championship. Joe Burrow won a national championship with LSU.
Oh my gosh. So we're going off of what you do in
listen to what I'm
college.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Deshaun Watson is a great quarterback. Yes or no?
Yeah, he's good.
He's a great quarterback. Just like Joe Burrow, but we'll talk about this. Just like Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrow won a national championship before he came into the league.
Listen. Right now, even without not having played last year, Deshaun Watson is the best quarterback in the division.
There's no way. That's a good question, though. That's a question we should have asked.
It goes Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, then Joe Burrow,
There's no way.
then Mitch.
I think
Deshaun Watson
Lamar Jackson won an
is the best
MVP.
quarterback in the division.
no. I'm saying Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in the division. 100%. Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in the division. I can confidently say it. It goes Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, then Deshaun Watson.
How are you gonna put Lamar Deshaun so low?
Because he
Look
hasn't
at the team he was on, bro.
because he hasn't played the last 2 years. Now, if we're gonna go,
Bro, if you put Deshaun Watson
Okay,
on the Bengals last year, they win the Super Bowl.
if we're gonna put Deshaun Watson, if we're gonna put Deshaun Watson in that list, I have to go based off what I've seen of him in the league. So yes, I would put him above Lamar Jackson, but right now, I don't know.
Bro, listen,
I don't know what
Listen,
Deshaun Watson is, so I'm gonna put Lamar Jackson ahead of him.
Take the Ravens team. You have Deshaun Watson and Joe Burrow. I'm sorry, not Joe Burrow. Yeah, Deshaun Watson and Joe Burrow. Deshaun is taking them farther in the playoffs.
There's no way.
Yes, bro, you can't listen. Despite him not playing a year, despite what he's done off the field, he is the best quarterback in the division on paper. And when he finally plays a full year, he will show you that. Not half a year, whether you can spend 4 games, 6 games, a full year of Deshaun Watson on this Browns team. Literally on any team in this division, he's the best. He will compete with the Chiefs. He will compete with the Bills.
2 years removed from the NFL?
Yeah.
You think so?
You think he's been chilling at the crib?
I don't know. I gotta see it. Look, I'm inclined to believe you a little bit, but I gotta see it because 2 years removed from the NFL is still 2 years removed from the NFL. A lot can happen. So I gotta see it to believe it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out if Kyle Schwarber just be Pujols or not. I'm trying to see this.
Let's go Schwarber.
They're just showing everybody laughing, but not the home run total yet.
Of course, suspense. Before we end the show, we'll go ahead and give you guys that update. But I
think Pujols won. They're showing his family hugging him, celebrating, but they don't show the home run record.
Is the best quarterback in this division. 100%.
Nah, bro, that's cap, bro. You're drinking the Kool-Aid, man.
It's not a Kool-Aid. How is it Kool-Aid?
You're drinking the Kool-Aid. You're drinking the hype train of Joe Burrow, bro. You and my boy Jordan are on the Pooh Shiesty wagon, whatever you call him. Whatever you call him. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. End the show. Next segment.
The show's over.
This is crazy, bro. Jose, Jose, I owe you a birthday present. You want a Joe Burrow jersey for your birthday?
I would love a Joe Burrow.
All right, but I'm gonna give you the orange and black one.
Yeah, whichever one. It's a beautiful jersey, regardless. You guys are watching. You guys listen to the Jca Sports Podcast. This has been the Jca Sports Podcast. Whenever Eric leaves, it's a great show. Whenever he leaves out of anger,
I love when Eric leaves. We don't get that Eric often.
It's so underrated. When he leaves mad, it's a great show. But me and John, we live for spirited debates like this. Regardless of the fact, both teams are better than the Bears. So it is what it is.
All the teams in the division are better than the Bears.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, Eric gonna feed us and he gonna give us beer because ain't no way the Bears have a better.
There's no way.
Who's that? I'm trying to figure out who that is because that definitely doesn't look like Eric in that profile picture.
No, it doesn't. He says Watson.
It looks like Eric's younger brother. And
you agree with this? Do you agree with this? Watson, Burrow, Jackson, Steelers.
Give me Watson, Jackson, Burrow, then Mitch.
I say Burrow. If Watson is Watson.
Oh shit! Hold on. I got an update.
What's up?
They went into overtime. Pujols and Schwarber tie. Pujols is now at 20 homers. 8 seconds left. Schwarber has yet to hit, but they went into extra time.
Sudden death.
Damn. 21 homers. Look at the fucking machine doing his thing, bro. Hey, I hope Eric placed that bet.
There you go,
bro.
CP. Yes,
CP, bro.
CP. You and me, bro. We have the same mindset, bro. You're a smart man. Very smart man. 100%.
CP's not invited to the draft no more, bro.
He's coming?
He was, so I read that comment.
Which one? Your draft or the JCA one?
Both of them. I was going to invite him.
Let's go, CP. Let's go.
Nah, man.
I would love
Damn.
Me and him have the same sports team.
Nah, we're going to invite CP, though. We're going to invite him over. He's going to come. He better come. I'm going to pick his ass up if he don't want to come. CP, you're coming to our draft, my boy.
I don't care. I'm still coming, John.
Damn. End this show, man. The cap on this is unreal. The Joe Burrow Kool-Aid is disgusting.
You got to take Eric's spot and say, Jose, hit the outro. Okay, hold on. But this has been a JCA Sports Podcast. Make sure to follow us, guys, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We will be back on Wednesday. We'll have more information on the fantasy football, JCA Fantasy Football, Annual Fantasy Football League. We'll give you all the information on Wednesday. We'll give you on top 10 to come back into the regular season from the All-Star break. So it's going to be a great show. And
yes, sir. White Sox coming back, baby. White Sox coming back.
Huh?
White Sox coming back. Wait on it.
Coming back. Yeah, we have great show Wednesday coming up, guys. So make sure to tune in. Go ahead, John. Let me have it.
Eric always says some foul shit to end it, so I'm gonna do it too. You put Joe Burrow on the Ravens team today, the Steelers have a better record.
Oh.
That? Hit the outro.
What a finish! Wow, that is unfreaking believable. What a way for a ball game to end.
Oh, that's what happened. Oh, that's terrible. My God. The humanity.
They may be the drunkest couple in the history of sporting events.
I loved his face.
I would suspect that fan is done for the night. Here's the thing. When you steal something, don't wear it.